Hello, I'm Tim Grooms, and this is Tim's Cheap Movie Reviews. I'm going to give you a review of the movie, and it's kind of going to be cheap. The first movie I'm reviewing is 1917, directed by Sam Mendes. Basically, the story is two British soldiers during the Great War are given an impossible mission to deliver a message deep in enemy territory that will stop 1,600 men and one of the soldiers' brothers from walking straight into a deadly trap. And this is the general storyline given on the IMDb website about 1917. And it was done, it says, on a $100 million budget, so it wasn't a cheap movie by any means, and it looked great. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It's nice to see a war movie with a lot of heart and not just all action. There is a lot going on here, and we don't see a lot about the Great War slash World War One. I mean, this is a nice way to see what it was like back then, and apparently from what I read, they really went into a lot of detail in making sure to replicate what it was like in that time and during that war. Seeing the trenches and how horrible it was in there, going across no man's land and seeing dead bodies out and about and all the rats and all going through the bomb holes and stuff. It was amazing to see, and just to use imagination to kind of put myself in there, and I like history as it is, so just to see what it could have been like back then is amazing. Um, the actors are great. Dean Charles Chapman plays Lance Corporal Blake, and George McKay plays Lance Corporal Schofield. They're the two main characters in this, and they're the ones you follow through this movie as it's done in a quote one shot scene. There is a little time compression and stuff like that, and there's a scene where it kind of steps away from that for a second just to get the time back. But overall, it works. I like the feel of it. It just takes you through the whole sequence smoothly. Um, there's a lot of tension in the film, which is great. It just keeps that tension going. Are they going to make it? Are they going to make it? Or whatever. Um, all the way to the end. And in the end, I was in tears at the end. I don't cry a lot of movies. I didn't cry, but it brought tears to my eyes. And it don't happen with a lot of movies. So this movie stoked up some emotions, and it did a great job of it. Sam Mendes is a great director. He's done a lot of great movies, so this goes along with that. For me, it's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen, especially an aspect of a war movie. I mean, you can tell there was a lot of heart put into it. So I recommend 1917 for anybody that is into history, war stuff, um, interaction between people. It has it all, and it has some good gore too. So you can't have a good war movie without some good gore. So there is some good gore there, which I enjoy too. I don't like PG-13 war movies. I like rated R. You gotta have this stuff going on because this is how war is. Anyway, so go if you like that type of stuff, go see it. I give it, like I said, 5 out of 5 stars on this one. It's a great movie. It should win a lot of awards, and thank God Sam Mendes made this movie because we needed something like this. And go see it. 1917, a great film.